We are live. Welcome and Hanukkah Sameach. Happy Hanukkah. I want to tell you about the Chanukia and Menorah debate. So basically, we are up to day 3 of Hanukkah, and people say it's all about parenting and you pray for your children and, having children, people who don't have children, that they should have children. And it made me think of the funniest thing that we had when we were newly married. Not that newly married, because we already had a 2-year-old, and I was expecting my second. And Hanukkah is arriving, and my husband's all excited about his menorah. And my mother, being a very good Hebrew teacher, says to him, "We don't say menorah, it's a Chanukia. The menorah is what was in the temple. And Chanukia is the Hebrew word that was created for the menorah that we light today." And my husband's like, "Yeah, that's very nice, but my grandparents called it a menorah, and I'm going to keep calling it a menorah." And so we had this funny debate. I called it a Chanukia, my husband called it a menorah, and my little 2-year-old was in the picture. And my mother said, "You're going to confuse the child. You have to be on the same page. As a married couple, you need to decide." And I said, actually, no, we don't. I'm just gonna do what I want to do, and he's gonna keep doing what he's gonna do, and my kid is gonna figure it out because children are resilient. And then one day we get to the Hanukkah party at the little Gan. Um, the nursery, cute little thing party. Here I am with my big belly. We both show up at this little room, right, where the lady with the accordion is going to make a lot of beautiful songs, and the kids are going to hug their parents and be petrified because yeah, they know all the songs, but they don't want everyone looking at them, especially not when they're almost 2. So my daughter walks in, and there's a gigantic, like as tall as me, menorah or Chanukia. And we're going to light that thing at the end of the party, right? And she sees it and she says, "Ima, tiri Chanukia. Abba, look, a menorah." And with the same excitement and with no pause, she addressed each one of us in our own language, in our own dialect, and she didn't miss a beat. And I thought that was perfect illustration of why you don't have to forcefully change yourself to fit the other person, even though it doesn't feel right, or have to conform to something that isn't exactly what you're interested in doing. Like, maybe it's not this like big priorities thing, and maybe it's just a thing that feels not 100%, or you just want to be yourself, or whatever it is. You don't have to force it, right? You don't, because your children are geniuses. They're resilient, they're flexible, they're smart, they're capable of understanding that mother and father are two different people, and they have two different languages and two different lives that they came from, and the child can contain both of that. So I want to just give you permission to call it whatever you want. Give it permission to be yourself and enjoy life. Because, like, if I were stressing over, my husband's calling it, and I need to make him, like, call it the right way and blah, 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 like the Hebrew teacher mom that I have, which is very, Baruch Hashem, thank God, she is so chilled now because she sees that with the time. And now we have 7 children, and now our children can speak all the languages and all the dialects, because who cares, right? So you see with time that things aren't as important or as life, you know, whatever. I can't come up with the word. They're not that big of an issue. Um, Once you see it, you realize, really, just be in the moment, be happy, be yourself, allow yourself to enjoy the moment, right? And stop stressing over all the noise up here of like how things should be and could be and what's going to be. And, in the future, you're going to mess it up, blah, blah, blah. Forget it. Nothing. It's all noise. Let it out. Take a deep breath. Okay. That was the Chanukia Menorah dilemma for you, a cute little story. Now, I do want to give you a little bit of update of what's going on behind the scenes in the retreat. We just finished. I told you that I have my Flow Mastermind, which is the high level mastermind for women in business, how to get their marriage and their business to really work together and support each other so that you can have God at the center, your business, your marriage working together and supporting each other, and then you as the container containing all of that. So that is my signature program. That's the thing I live for. Those are the people I love working with, love becoming friends with. They're you know, that's it. There's like gorgeous, amazing. If you are a woman in business, definitely check it out. And if you want, just talk to me and, we can just be friends. Okay. Then a lot of people were hearing about it and said, but I'm not in business and I want to have what you have in the marriage aspect. So apparently, what I'm saying about marriage is impressive. And the people who are coming to me with issues in their marriage, with weak marriages or marriages that are on the fence, are seeing such great results that they're telling their friends and they're, all wanting to come and learn from the marriage aspect of what I have to teach. Now, last year, I ran the Fly Mastermind, which was the mastermind that had only marriage in it and was only 6 months long. And basically, every week we had another session that took you closer to your ideal marriage, one that was, supporting you and filled you up and made you feel connected and intimate and gave you ideas of how you can single handedly live happier and more fulfilled in your marriage. Okay. So that 6 months were life altering for those women who joined live. And one of the women came in saying she wanted to get divorced. She's not even sure. She's committing because this is her last try. And by the 6 month mark, she was completely on a high, in love with her husband. They were going through a move and they were so in sync. They, thank God, it's like so amazing. I cannot explain to you. And it's sadly, everything I do is very private. Like, right? People don't want to talk about their marriage, their intimacy, their connection, and they don't want to leave, a video testimonial. So you have to trust me when I tell you all these women are having an amazing time. Um, that cohort of women who went through it live were really happy, and it was a really amazing experience, and we really bonded, which was really fun. And then I left it because I didn't think that was my target people, and it wasn't where I needed to put my energy in on a weekly basis. So I didn't open up another cohort of Fly. Then a year later, which is now, I just mentioned that I have this, but I'm not really opening it. And women said they want it. And the next thing they said is, but we can't afford a full live experience like that. Is there a way to make it more affordable? And so I went and talked to God. I do this often. I actually do it daily. I try. I went for a walk. I looked at the scenery. I'm looking at the gorgeous greens and the sky and, just nature. And I'm trying to talk to God and ask him, what am I supposed to do? What do you want of me? And how can I serve in a way that is in alignment with your will? And of course, it has to be win-win, right? They have to get a million times the value, and I have to make sure that I am protecting my space and my time and my boundaries. Um, and as I was walking home, I had the aha moment of taking the entire Fly recordings, like every single session we did, and turning it into a program, actually having that flip over. Now, I am very, very scared of just selling recordings because I know that people tend to forget or not do it and then feel bad about it. I don't want to make you feel worse. Okay. So that's number one. Number two is I don't want to lose connection with you. Like one of the most important things for me is connection, right? Connected for real. Connection is in the name of my business because it's what I'm all about. And I love having the ability to be in touch with you, hear what you're going through, answer questions, really help you go through that process that you're going through. So I again turned to God and said, I can't just do recordings. That would be crazy. And then I had this like calm aha, like, you know what? I can give them the one-on-ones as included. So that way, by the way, just the one-on-ones is worth the money because when you get 3 one-on-ones, that is life altering. Um, if you can have 3 whole VIP sessions with me, you can really internalize and implement everything that you're learning. So even if you don't watch any of the replays and just do the one-on-ones, you're going to see your marriage grow and you're going to see yourself thrive and becoming the person you want to become. So that made me feel a lot better. And then I thought, how do I still keep a little bit of the live aspect without losing the group thing, right? Because there was something really nice about having a group go through it together, like a cohort. And I decided that I would do 3 live group sessions where you can ask questions in an open office hours type of thing, where you can, you know, get access to me and to be able to ask me questions. And I would be here for you and keep you accountable. And it would be great. So that's what's going on. I'm very excited. I'm very proud of it because I had to make it in integrity. I couldn't just do it. Like some people are like, "Oh, just make a low ticket offer and throw it out there and, or like dilute your stuff." I can't dilute. I cannot dilute myself, okay? So here you're not getting anything diluted. You're actually getting the full experience, but instead of watching it live, you're watching it recorded, but it was recorded live, right? There's something about the energy when I record live, and that's why I'm going live right now. And if I was just doing like a YouTube video where I'm like editing myself and like, okay, let's try that one more time, it doesn't come out the same, right? It's like, oh, it's like a tenseness to make it perfect. And there's something really beautiful about not being perfect, being imperfect. Great. So that's what's happening now. You could still join the Flow Mastermind at any time. That is open door. That is a 12-month program. It is not just like a course or a thing. It's legit. It's the whole experience. You get me one-on-ones. I think you get 6 one-on-ones there. You get the group. You get weekly sessions. You get accountability. You get everything. And there's trainings in there for different things. It's amazing. The Fly program, the Fly Mastermind is not happening anymore. I'm never going to be running it live. I won't say never because I never know, but I'm probably not going to be running it live anymore. And this is the best way to get that experience if you just want to focus on marriage. It's good for you if you're on the fence and you want to give it that last try because, yes, your marriage can be saved. And yes, you can be happy in your marriage. Please, please, please be in touch with me if you're on the fence on this because I really, really believe in it. That's why I'm doing it. If your marriage is weak and you're feeling like, oh, I can't do this anymore and it's draining you, take the program. If you are in an okay marriage and it's just fine, right? So okay is not okay anymore. You should not have to live in an okay marriage. You can have that marriage you wanted, like the one that makes you come alive and feel amazing and want to be married. Okay. So definitely take the program. If your marriage is, it's fine, it's great, I don't have to, work on my marriage, then yes, you have to work on your marriage. Everyone has to work on their marriage. You're going to find that the Fly program isn't just focused on your marriage, right? Because in my Flow program, we have the 4 pillars, which is God, marriage, business, you. In the Fly program, you have 3 of those because business isn't involved, right? So there's God, marriage, and you. And you'll see that's how we do it. We come at the same life, which is your life, from different angles. So we have one time working on the big picture vision of where you want to be in 15 to 20 years. And we actually go through. It's really a great training. We have one time where it's like finding um, your list of things that bring you joy and make you come alive, and then making sure that you do it and step into it. We have a training on in-laws because they they are a big part of your marriage. And we have a parenting training because your children are also a big deal about your marriage. We have a thing about being dealing with what's it called, criticism, a big one. It's a big one, about criticism and how it feels really icky to be in a marriage that is full of criticism. So we break that down. We give you the mindset, the practical, exactly what to do next. You're going to know. You're going to know. Okay. So right now, because it's Hanukkah, you get to be the early adopter. Okay. You get it for a sixth of the price, which is very low. It's probably never going to be this way again. The regular price is going to be 1,500 or 1,497, and for Hanukkah you get it for 997. So it is a very good deal. Make sure you sign up before Hanukkah is over because this price will never come back. Will never be the same. If there's ever any changes that I do from here on, like if I add more trainings or if I do more sessions, you will get access to those because you're an early adopter. Um, I'm trying to think what else. I think this is it. I think it's just really exactly what you need in order to take your marriage to the next level. And I'm going to get very practical here because when I say take your marriage to the next level, I'm talking about being able to find things that you can do together, finding the space that you can create new memories and new excitement and a newfound connection that will lead to both emotionally and physical intimacy. And yes, we deal with intimacy in the program. Um, what else is that you can ask me any questions, send me an email. I'm here for you always, during the program, before or after. I'm always here. I'm a real person. I love you. I'm doing this because I love you. And that's it for today. So let's recap. If you are a woman in business and your marriage is, okay, good-ish, like not on the weak to almost out stage, okay, then flow is right for you. If you have a marriage that's weak or is not exactly where you want it, the Fly program that I'm just launching is for you. It's on sale, $997 one time, or you can have, $180 for 6 months. My gift to you, the price will never be this low, and you get the entire program, everything from A to Z, and anything extra I choose to add because I do want you to have this experience. Okay. So that's it for today. I love you all. Thank you for coming. Thank you for watching me live. I love that there's some people here live. I'm going to be sending an email with all the information. So if you're not on my email list, make sure you sign up. I'm at connectedforreal.com. And I will see you later. Happy Hanukkah.